Hey CardRunners, this is Rick, and I am back with a live six tabling full ring session. Look where I am, full tilt. It has been a while. The site's probably been up now for about a couple of weeks. I tried it out around the time they launched, but there weren't too many games running. So this is really, though, my first foray back into the games on full tilt. The original plan was to shoot for 1-2 footage, but alas, the games have not been available, so we're going to be doing 50 cents a dollar instead. Although, to be fair, most of the players in these games seems like, well, first of all, they're reg infested, except for this lovely table down here, number 6. Seems like there've been a lot of regs in the games, and a lot of them seem to be playing at multiple limits. So I don't think the play will be all too different from what we would see at a 100 no limit table or at a 200 no limit table. Not too much to say here. I'm just going to take showdown. Expect to be good a high percentage of the time. I overcalled Ace-7 of diamonds, closing the action in the big blind. I think it's a reasonable call. I think when flop and turn are checked, well, when the flop is checked by the players in position, my hand is almost always good, and definitely going to look to value bet on the turn. I lead out with a lot of bluffs and a lot of draws, and plan to follow through on the river a lot here also. So definitely going to play a hand as strong as top pair the same way. I don't have too much to say here. I mean, I think oh, I should probably time bank quickly. I'm just going to shove. The 3-bet looks strong, but he's short, and I have a pretty strong hand, so. And I'm going to look to value bet the river. Put a nice strong value bet in there to balance out with all the bluffs that I'd be betting. Pretty much any of my air. I mean, a lot of my, maybe the sizing is a little bit large, but essentially any air that I bet on the turn, I'm going to look to follow through with on this particular river. And since to a large extent I'm polarized here, and my opponent is almost always bluff catching, I think a larger bet is probably in order. I'm not positive on the action. I imagine that the button min open, I defended Ace-10 offsuit in the big blind, which is a pretty standard call for me. Generally not check raising this particular hand on this flop. I think check calling is probably best. I don't expect this turn to get bluffed too often, as interesting sizing. As you know, most of my range is either top pair or queen X when I call the flop. There's a few flush draws that I'm going to show up with, and maybe some gutter balls that I would check call. But other than that, I think that this board is pretty good for my range. So it's not a turn and river, not a turn that I expect to be bluffed very often. A bet on this river would, in most scenarios, look pretty strong to me. Although his turn sizing has me a little suspicious, and I think I'm actually just going to call down because of that. It got nothing to do with, I mean, the line itself. I don't expect people to be bluffing very often, but I'm suspicious that this player might be a fish. I have him labeled as one. He seems kind of on the aggressive side. His turn sizing seems kind of wacky, so I don't know what he's doing there. I wish I could tell you guys. I think the 3-bet, right after I doubled this player up, he min opened. I'm not sure if he's a short stacker or not, and that would probably influence my strategy against him significantly. But 3-bet 10s, it might be a little thin to get in 50 big blinds there. I'm not really sure. It really depends on what type of player this is. But get called. I was just planning on check folding this flop. I think that not too great for me. Pretty good for his cutoff versus small blind calling range. I think that I mean, I don't know if there's much that I need to elaborate on here. We have a full house. Interesting to see what this player ended up going to showdown with, Ace-King. So got a little bit lucky there. Surprised he didn't bet the flop or get it in pre-flop, or surprised with a lot of what happened in the hand. I don't really have too much to say there though.